Hello.
Mga kababayan.
Ito ay isang bad boy. Okay, goodbye. No, no, you can't have coffee. Hey guys, it's Ruzerenee and welcome back to my channel. So I hope that you enjoyed the last video I uploaded, which was all about traveling during the time of the coronavirus pandemic. But for today's video, I'm finally going to go back to my usual Sims videos. Today's video is all about a speed build that I did where I created an apartment that was inspired by a sim that I made. This sim that I've created is an elder sim who has 4 cats.
4 cats.
And she's living in San Myshuno. So I wanted to take you guys through this speed build and talk you all about this crazy character that I've made. So let's go. And you guys, I keep forgetting to talk about my hot beverage of the day. So today I've got in my little keep cup, not sponsored, some Chemex brewed coffee. So, you know, some coffee to keep me going. Alright, so going into the speed build, I chose this apartment in San Myshuno because I felt that it was the right size apartment. I didn't want something that was too small and cramped, and I also didn't want something that was too big, you know, like the Feng family or the I don't know who else is rich in San Myshuno, but I didn't want one that was 2 stories big. So I felt that this was quite right, and I could visualize segmenting this apartment into 3 parts. So you can probably see on the speed build right now that I started off first by building the cat playroom. This is the first part of the build, which is the most luxurious and expensive part of the whole build. I used the highest ranked in terms of price items of cat toys and cat towers, scratching posts, cat beds, all of that good stuff for her 4 cats. I put that all in this room. I basically just dumped the entire Cats and Dogs expansion pack and what's the other one? My Little Pet Stuff. Not My Little Pet Stuff, what is it? My First Pet Stuff. My Little Pet Stuff? I don't know. But so I basically dropped all of the expensive items in here because this sim just wants the best for her 4 cats. Which for some reason the game randomized them to all be a shade of white or gray, which was like, okay, I'm going with this theme. It's a squad of 4 white cats, which you'll see later. So that's the first segment of the apartment, which is this rich, luxurious playpen that is like every domesticated cat's dream. And then the middle part of the apartment is where the living room and the kitchen are. Pretty run-of-the-mill apartment style, you know, kind of cramped, small, but somewhat hey Charlie, but somewhat nicely decorated. She is an elder, so I wanted to put a couple of decorations that look like they were antiques slash tacky slash outdated. So I think you'll see later that my lighting choices here were like, oh, hello. We've got a troublemaker. This is what it's like to live with cats. I don't know if any of you guys are cat owners, but well, you know. But anyway, talking about the apartment, I tried to make it look a little bit antiquated and old style and stuff. So I used a lot of brown colors, a couple of whites and blacks and creams. I don't know why. For some reason, if it's all brown, it kind of makes me think that it's a little bit old. And lots of patterns as well. Oh, I forgot to talk about the permanent traits in this apartment. But this is that apartment in San Myshuno that needs TLC. So as you can probably see, there's a lot of pipes and random fixtures in this apartment that I can't actually change. And so in that middle section of the apartment, you can see this outline of a person, of a man that's on the floor. So it's like someone's wreaking havoc on the set. But it seems as if somebody died in this apartment. There's some sort of murder mystery happening here. But to me, I made up the story in my mind. So we've got this elder sim. She's got 4 cats. She's a bit of a crazy lady. So why does that exist on the floor? Why is that there? Well, maybe her husband died for mysterious reasons. And just coincidentally at the same time... Hi, would you like to make a comment? Would you like to make a comment? No? Okay. And coincidentally, that husband, that man, hated cats. Just didn't want them. But... but the wife did. So... I'm absolutely making up this story in my head. But... So yeah, guy mysteriously died, and the woman now suddenly has 4 cats. That's the mystery. Oh, you can see now that I'm building the actual bedroom of this lady. And I purposely built her bedroom in the area that looks like it needed a lot of TLC. And the reason why was because I wanted to use the build items in City Living and I think Laundry Day stuff to make that bedroom look just really moldy and stinky and looks like she hasn't really taken care of it as much as she probably should have. Like, she's taken decent care of the kitchen and decent care of the living room as well. It's just that her living room that for some reason she just doesn't care about. So I picked these wallpapers that had a little bit of like, I don't know, they look worn down. They look like they haven't been touched in years and years. And the bed that I've chosen was really tacky as well. The lamps, I think that I've chosen like lanterns, like oil lanterns, like that kind of stuff, tacky stuff for her bedroom. And I really wanted to make it cluttered as well, so that there's like this stark difference between the pristine, luxurious design of her cat playroom juxtaposed, ooh, big word hour, juxtaposed against her cat's playroom. That's the whole gist of this. I don't know about you guys or if any of you guys play The Sims, but I tend to find it easier to make apartments or builds if I have a backstory around it, because then it makes it a little bit easier to put down clutter on the build. For example, for this one, obviously there's 4 cats and it's a crazy cat lady. So I made it a point to scatter these paw prints that were part of the cats and dogs pack. There are paw prints that are like decoration items that are rugs. I scattered them around the apartment, basically around the living room, her bedroom, and in the cat playroom, just to make it look a little bit messier. Yeah, and the apartment is also totally, absolutely scattered with toys as well, and certainly messy. In her bedroom as well, I purposely chose the carpet that was, I think it was called Heavy Traffic, so it looks like it has some stains on there. I don't know about you, but if you have a cat, I don't know, maybe you can relate. Like stains on the carpet, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, TLC, lots of pipes. I imagine that. Hello. Say hi to Charlie, you guys, by the way. Oh no, okay, bye. I imagine that the sim would be like, I don't know, a painter. I put an easel in the living room, although I don't know. I imagine that she's just leeching off her husband's like money now. You know what I'm saying? Although, again, she's not spending it on herself. She's spending it on her cats. So, what are you complaining about? I spend plenty of money on you. I wanted to make her room a little bit creepy. Oh, he's absolutely destroying my things now. That's, everyone can relate, but hello. Cats, am I right? But hello. You inspired me to make this apartment. Today we were supposed to get another cat, which we have named Emily. I almost said her nickname, which I'm not going to disclose because it's stupid. But little Charlie over here was about to get a playmate, Emily, which is a mixed Persian breed cat, I guess. I'll put a picture of her somewhere. But she's younger. She's, I think, what, a couple of months old. a couple of months old, and she was going to be Charlie's playmate. So I don't know. Am I turning into a crazy cat lady? Am I actually this Sim? Like, I don't know about you guys. Oh, I wanted to talk about these shelves as well that I've put on the walls in the cat playroom because they're not functional. And in fact, I think that this whole apartment is dysfunctional. Like, you can't play in this apartment. It exists only for like my speed building purposes only and for viewing purposes only, because I tried to play test it and my sim couldn't even walk to her bedroom. That's how cramped it was in here. Okay, so you know, Sims, fix that, please. But I tried to play test it, didn't work, but that's fine, cause I'd rather have an apartment that looks pretty good, and I wouldn't want to play with a sim anyway. It's just it's too many cats. But anyway, I was talking about how she's a painter. She's like an artist. She's living very independently, but she mysteriously has a lot of money. Nobody knows why. Her husband's dead. Nobody knows why. What is this? The new Netflix original? But I also wanted to talk about circling back to talking about the shelves on the walls of the cat room before Charlie interrupted me. I put that up there because, you know, cats, they like to climb up on a lot of spaces, as you can probably tell by the commotion that's in this video. So I imagine that, I don't know, in an ideal world, those cats would actually use those shelves to jump around and play with, but they're not functional, sadly. Also, in this apartment, if you didn't already know, you can't fix the windows that are in the apartment, so you kind of just have to deal with what's there. So that's exactly why I put that cat room in that corner of the apartment, because they have this really beautiful corner window that's full size, so that they can have this perfect view of the city. And also next to that beautiful corner window, there's also another window that for humans would make no sense, because it's put all the way at the top of the wall. So it's like, who is going to be tall enough to like be able to look outside that? But my genius brain was like, well, cats can look outside of it, you know, if we put a cat tower below it, so they can, you know, peep outside, look at the birds that are going around. And we have our little villain here who can demonstrate to us what it's like to use a cat tower, you know what I'm saying? So that's the story. I don't know how long it took to oh, hello. Good thing I have protection by way of jacket. But I don't know. This build took, I think, around 3-ish hours. A lot of that was just me procrastinating, though. So, you know, don't take my full word for it. But it was certainly one that I enjoyed making, just because well, first of all, I don't really build with a lot of things generally, so it was an interesting one to make, one that was designed for pets and not for people. But also, I've never really fiddled around with building with apartments. So as you guys know, I hate building exteriors and landscaping. So it was great to not have to deal with that. This is why I enjoyed building that the Tidal Tower University dorms as well, because it's like I don't have to think about if it looks nice on the outside or not. I can just go with the interiors. Okay, you guys, well, that was the speed build, and I want to take you into the room tour. Oh my gosh, what's happening to my camera right now? My game is absolutely broken. That's fine. We'll go into the apartment. Let's go outside here and tour inside. So, oh, thanks for shutting the door in my face. That's cool. But here is the entrance of the apartment. Like I said, looks pretty average. Looks not too bad. Lots of cat stuff already at the beginning. There's a cat welcome mat, you know, doesn't everybody have one? Here we have the giant pet carrier, obviously when she needs to take these little boys out to the vet. Living room, small, cramped, crowded, mysterious outline of a person on the floor. I also found these lantern things that look like gravestones, so I was like, that's perfect and totally sensitive. I'm gonna put it on the floor right next to that. man. Here's the woman's living room. I didn't actually expect that that couch was going to be playable. But there's a nice little footrest there for her, for our old lady. It's tiny little TV, candles again, kind of tacky, but they make it work. They make the room look a little bit warm. Lots and lots of cat toys, and you could probably see if I adjust the camera properly that there's a bunch of cat toys that are under the console table. Again, a lot of us can probably relate. All of these lost toys. So, like I said, she's a painter, so we have an obligatory easel, and she's bought the most expensive litter box that's available in the game. These are the litter boxes that are like, they have laser pointers that kill the cat poo. So it's like OP as F. Couple of obligatory old people china that's just kind of hanging on the walls. A couple of plants. I didn't really want to make her a crazy plant lady as well, as much as I wanted to, just because she is living in an apartment. And
can you even open the door?
And it's kind of, huh?
Can you even open the door?
Oh, I'm getting audience input right now, but no, I don't think that you can. You want to play test? Like I said, this apartment is for decorative purposes only, which leads us into the bedroom. Wait, going into the bedroom, and it's just cluttered. It's a mess.
Just pass through the door.
Shh, it's The Sims. I've chosen this really old looking dresser with a lot of, you know, dents and stuff around. Another lantern. Mysterious hands? Crazy cat lady? Question mark? Here's you know, the bits of needing TLC in the apartment. Random pipes that I cannot get rid of. Thanks EA. Thanks Sims. Of course, I had to put cat items in her bedroom as well. So here we've got minimized cat scratching post and a bed, mysterious laundry, tacky room colors. I'm never really a fan of stripes on walls. Oh, and also spider webs. Of course, it's gotta be that kind of a room. She also has this mysterious treasure chest, bunch of laundry stuff. I put that there really just to add more clutter into the room. Mysterious dirty carpet. And into the bathroom, nothing really much. Again, I did really like the look of the laundry day sink for the purposes of this bathroom, just because it does look kind of run down and rinky-dink. Oh, and even the walls are kind of dirty and moldy here. Enough of the living room and bedroom stuff. That's not what we're here for. We're here for the cats, right? So, again, kitchen, more scratching posts in the living room, by the way. And I forgot to show you that there's another scratching post there as well. Standard kitchen, I guess. Except for, you know, a couple of things. But, oh, yeah, desserts and cookies, because she's an old lady. I don't know, maybe she likes to bake. Oh, and of course more china, of course, because she's old. Moving now into the cat playroom, the cat palace. I pretty much made the color scheme like blacks and whites and purples because, as you might know, purple is the superior color. So yeah, Charlie agrees. But so here's the cat playroom. Plenty of cat stuff, as you can tell. 2 major cat towers here. Here's what I was talking about earlier, where no human/sim would ever find any purpose for this window. It's way too high on the wall. But cats might. So that's the purpose of this cat tower. And thankfully one of them is using it right now. And here's the corner window that I was talking about, which I thought was perfect placement for the cats to look outside into the rest of the city, the rest of San Myshudo. And wonderfully, there's a double rainbow in the game. I'm feeling very lucky today. Here are a couple of the cat beds as well. I think I named one of the cats Lemon, so it makes sense that they have the lemon bed. But I also had no idea that some of the cat beds were shaped like meats. Jude was very amused by these meat-colored cat beds, and so was I. And here are the shelves that I was talking about earlier that are totally not functional in the game. But it's fine. It's the thought that counts, I think. Here's another laser poop destroying litter box again. So as you can probably tell, I made it a consistent theme to make the cat stuff pink slash purple, to make it clear that it's theirs. Even their food bowl is pink, their scratching post, it's all colorful. Meanwhile, the actual Sim stuff, not so interesting. Kind of bland, she doesn't really care about her own stuff. Well, that was the speed build, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed my little creation. I did have to break down the walls of it though, in order to upload it on the gallery. I don't know, you can't upload apartments onto the gallery for some reason, but you can find it under my ID, which is at ruzerenee. What did I call it? I think I call it the Crazy Cat Lady's apartment, but you can find it there, and I'll link it down in the description too, I guess. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow me on my socials as well. I'm on Facebook and Instagram at ruzerenee, and also don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!